Welcome back to our physics class. Today we are discussing about center of mass coordinate system. Most of the experiments of nuclear reactions are carried out in the laboratory in which one of the nucleus is at rest called the target nucleus and the other one strikes the stationary nucleus. So one nucleus will be stationary and the other will be moving, and we study the collision of these nucleus. Such a setup in which a nucleus collides with another nucleus at rest is called laboratory frame or simply lab frame. So in the laboratory frame or lab frame, one nucleus will be at rest known as the target nucleus and the other nucleus will be colliding with this target nucleus. So this frame is known as laboratory frame or lab frame because the coordinate system is fixed in the laboratory. And the observer is in the laboratory, isn't it? So the coordinate system is stationary with respect to the observer or with respect to the laboratory. So the observer is at rest with respect to the laboratory. And we know that if we are fixing a coordinate system, there will be an origin, isn't it? So where will be the origin of this coordinate system or the lab frame? The origin of the lab frame is the target nucleus. Target nucleus means the nucleus which is at rest. So lab frame means there will be two nucleus. One, that is the target nucleus which is stationary, and the other nucleus will be hitting or colliding with this nucleus, and we fix a coordinate system whose origin is the target nucleus, that means which is the nucleus which is at rest, and the observer is also at rest with respect to this laboratory frame. Now there is another frame which is known as the center of mass frame. You know what is center of mass? Center of mass of an object is the point at which the whole mass of the object is concentrated. That is the definition of center of mass. That is, center of mass of an object is the point at which the whole mass of the object is to be concentrated. Here you can see the center of mass of different shapes. And how we can calculate the center of mass of 2 point masses? See here, M1 is the first mass which is at a distance x1 from the origin, and M2 is another mass which is at a distance x2 from the origin. So here you can see the center of mass is lying here. So this is the point where the whole mass of the system is concentrated. So that point is known as the center of mass, and which is at a distance of x cm from the origin. Now how we can calculate this point x cm, center of mass point x cm, as m1 x1 plus m2 x2 divided by m1 plus m2. So this is what we know about the center of mass. Now moving back to our topic, center of mass frame. This center of mass frame is also written as a CM frame, and CM frame is the frame with respect to which the nuclear reaction can be described. We are studying about nuclear reactions, isn't it? So we are selecting the frame. So with this CM frame, we can describe the nuclear reaction. Here, the coordinate system is fixed with respect to the center of mass. So, the system will have a center of mass. So, the origin of the coordinate system is taken at the center of mass of the system. So that is the difference between lab frame and the center of mass frame. In lab frame, the origin of the coordinate system is the target nucleus, and in center of mass frame, the origin of the coordinate system is the center of mass of the system. Now we can move on to the derivation side. Lab frame. In lab frame, we know that one nucleus is at rest, which is the target nucleus, and the another nucleus or another particle is hitting the target particle. So here you can see a particle of mass Ma moving with a speed UA is approaching another particle of mass MB, which is at rest. So this is the target particle. MB is the target particle which is at rest. So its velocity is 0. UB is equal to 0. Now MA is approaching the MB with a velocity UA. So how can we find out the center of mass? Center of mass, with the help of the equation, we had seen the equation as XCM, isn't it? Here the center of mass is given the term RCM, which is equal to MARA plus MBRB divided by MA plus MB. See, in the last slide we had said that x1 is the position vector of m1 and x2 is the position vector of m2. Position vector means the distance from the origin to that particle, isn't it? So x1 and x2 are the position vectors of positions of m1 and m2 respectively. Similarly, here also RA and RB are the position vectors of MA and MB respectively. So you can replace x1 and x2 with RA and RB, and the center of mass XCM as RCM. So RCM is equal to MARA plus MBRB divided by MA plus MB. Now, how can we determine velocity from this equation? You can take the derivative of this equation. So taking derivative of RCM, what you will get? The velocity. So d by dt of RCM is equal to MA constant into dRA by dt plus MB again in constant into dRB by dt divided by MA plus MB. So this will give you the equation for velocity. That is dRCM by dt is VCM. VCM is the velocity of the center of mass, which is equal to MA UA plus MBUB by MA plus MB. But we know that MB, this particle MB is at rest, isn't it? That means its velocity is 0. That means UB is equal to 0. So we can substitute UB as 0. So what will be this equation? VCM is equal to MAUA divided by MA plus MB. So that is the velocity of the center of mass. See, we have a target nucleus which is at rest, target particle which is at rest, and another particle is going to collide with this particle. So this is the two particle system, and this two particle system is having a point where the whole mass is concentrated, and that point is called the center of mass. Since after collision the center of mass is also moving, what is that speed with which this center of mass is moving? That we had calculated as VCM. That is VCM is equal to MAUA divided by MA plus MB. So VCM is the speed of center of mass. So in the lab system, from this we can calculate the kinetic energy. How we can calculate the kinetic energy? Kinetic energy of lab is equal to, we know that it is half mv square, isn't it? So even though there are two particles, mb is at rest, so that it is having no velocity. That means vb is equal to 0. So the total kinetic energy is that of the incident particle ma only. See, you can write it as kinetic energy lab is equal to half ma va square plus half mb vb square, isn't it? But vb is equal to 0. So kinetic energy lab is equal to half ma va square. That means in the laboratory system, the total kinetic energy is that of the incident particle only. Now we can think of the center of mass frame. Here center of mass frame means the coordinate system is attached in such a way that the origin is at the center of mass, isn't it? Okay, so now we can think of the system having two particles ma moving with velocity. Here ma is moving with velocity ui dash and mb is moving with velocity ub dash. And we know that in center of mass frame, the origin of the coordinate system is at the center of mass. So again you can write the equation for center of mass. So RCM dash. Here dash is given in order to identify the parameter in the center of mass frame. So MA RA dash plus MB RB dash divided by MA plus MB. Now we know that the origin is at the center of mass. So what will be the position vectors? Position vector will be 0. So you can write, or we can say that since the center of mass is at the origin of the system, we can write the position vector, that, or we can say that r dash cm, rcm dash is equal to 0. So 0 means you can simplify it so that ma ra dash will be equal to minus mb rb dash, where Ra dash and Rb dash are the position vectors of the particles of masses Ma and Mb respectively. So again you can take a derivative of this equation to find out velocity. So Ma Ua dash is equal to minus Mb Ub dash. What does this minus sign indicates? Minus sign indicates that the direction of motion of the two particles are opposite to each other. So Ma Ua dash is equal to minus Mb Ub dash. So that's about the center of mass frame. So we have seen the lab frame and also center of mass frame. Now we are going to find out the relation between this lab frame and the center of mass frame. So the relation between velocities in lab frame and that in center of mass frame. So here we are having the first particle Ma, second particle Mb. See, the center of mass is in between Ma and Mb, and that point is here. So that is the center of mass. So in center of mass frame, this point is taken as the origin of the system, coordinate system. So center of mass is taken as the origin of coordinate system in cm frame. So from here the distance to Ma is Ra dash and the distance to Mb is Rb dash. Now we are in the lab frame, we are watching the experiment from the lab. So let the origin of the lab frame be here, so that the position vector to Ma is Ra and the position vector to Mb is Rb. So that the distance to the center of mass is velocity into time, that is Vt. So from the figure by triangular law of addition, you can write Ra is equal to Ra dash plus Vt, Rb is equal to Rb dash. plus Vt by the triangular law of vector addition. Now you can differentiate both these equations so that you will get velocity. So UA is equal to UA dash plus V and UB is equal to UB dash plus V. And from these equations we are writing UA dash and UB dash. So that UA dash is equal to UA minus V and UB dash is equal to UB minus V. But we know that UB is equal to 0. In the lab frame we had seen that MB is at a rest. That means UB is equal to 0. So UB dash is equal to minus V. So UA dash is equal to UA minus V and UB dash is equal to minus V. So we got the expression for velocity, which connects both the lab frame coordinates and center of mass coordinates. Now we are going to calculate the total kinetic energy. So the total kinetic energy, we know that the expression for kinetic energy is half mv square. So the kinetic energy in the center of mass frame as kinetic energy Cm, which is equal to half ma ua dash square plus half mb ub dash square. Ua dash is the velocity of the particle A in the center of mass frame. UB dash is the velocity of the particle B in the center of mass frame. So UA dash can be replaced with the equation UA minus V. So here UA dash is replaced with UA minus V and UB dash with minus V. So minus V whole square is V square itself. Now you can open this A minus B whole square. So we will get the kinetic energy of Cm as this equation. Now we have already got the expression for velocity V as ma ua divided by ma plus mb. That is the velocity of the center of mass, isn't it? From this you can write ua and you can substitute it in the second term here. So taking the expression for the velocity of a center of mass, and you can take ua is equal to and can substitute here in this equation. So the equation will be like this, and ma get cancelled. Here there is a v and here also a v will come, so that it will be v square. Now you can open the bracket. So ma v square minus mb v square plus half ma v square plus half mb v square. Again simplifying, it will be, see what is this half ma ua square? We had already derived it. What is half MAVA square? It is the kinetic energy in the laboratory system, isn't it? So it is a kinetic energy in the laboratory system is half MAVA square. So we can substitute the kinetic energy of Cm as kinetic energy of lab minus half into, simplifying these four terms, minus half into ma plus mb into v square. So here we got an expression that the kinetic energy of the Cm, that is the center of mass frame, is equal to kinetic energy of lab minus half of ma plus mb into v square. In the laboratory system we got the kinetic energy as the kinetic energy of the incident particle, isn't it? Here we got the kinetic energy of center of mass as kinetic energy of lab minus half of ma plus mp into v square. So this is the kinetic energy of the lab frame. See what is this term, half mv square, isn't it? But m means ma plus mb. So kinetic energy of Cm, we can call this term as the kinetic energy of the relative motion of the particles. Here we can say that this kinetic energy, center of mass kinetic energy, is less than the laboratory kinetic energy. That means when the particles collide, the maximum amount of kinetic energy that can be converted to excitation energy is kinetic energy Cm, which is less than kinetic energy lab. So this is the equation connecting the kinetic energy of center of mass frame and the kinetic energy of lab frame. From this we can also make a simplification. Here we had already got it as half into Ma plus Mb into V square, the last term. Again you can substitute for V as Ma Ua square divided by Mb Ub whole square. So again you can simplify and you can write the equation like this. Here again there is half Ma Ua square is there. So you can replace that term with the kinetic energy lab. Again kinetic energy lab is there in two terms. So it is taken outside. So that 1 minus Ma divided by Ma plus Mb. Again on simplifying you will get the kinetic energy of Cm as Mb plus Ma plus Mb into kinetic energy lab. So either you can use this equation or you can use this equation. More simplified form is this, that is kinetic energy of Cm is equal to Mb divided by Ma plus Mp into kinetic energy lab. So that's about the derivation. Now we had already studied about Q value. Q value as the energy released in a given reaction. So let the reaction be like this, A plus B giving C plus D. So Q value is defined as the difference between the rest energies of A and B and the rest energies of C and D. So how we can write rest energy of A is MAC square. Rest energy of B is MBC square. Rest energy of C is MCC square and rest energy of D is MDC square. So you can write Q as Ma plus Mb minus Mc minus Md into C square. So that is the equation for Q, that is Q value, which is defined as the difference between the rest energies of A and B and the rest energies of C and D. If the value of Q is positive, energy is given off by the reaction. If Q is negative enough, if Q is negative means the kinetic energy must be provided by the reacting particles. So that kinetic energy Cm plus Q must be greater than or equal to 0. So that is the condition for the reacting particles to provide the kinetic energy, so that Q will be negative. So that is the Q value of a given reaction. So in this class we had seen what is a lab frame. In the lab frame we are attaching the origin of the coordinate system to the target nucleus, and in the center of mass frame we are attaching the origin of the coordinate system to the center of mass of the system. And we had derived the equation in lab frame and in the center of mass frame, and we had connected both the equations, and we got an expression for kinetic energy Cm in terms of kinetic energy lab. And finally, in this slide, we had discussed about the Q value of a given reaction. Okay. Thank you.